Judy Moody, Maud Martin, by Megan MacDonald, illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. Who's who? Not Judy, not Moody Judy. Stick, Mom, Dad, Rocky, Frank, Jessica, Amy, Doug. She, Judy Moody, was in a mood, a sourball mood, a mad-faced mood, all, all because school pictures had come home that day. If Sting came into her room, he would ask to see her school picture. And if he asked to see her school picture, he would see she had been wearing her I Am a Girl, Hear Me Roar t-shirt, the same one she wore today. And if he saw her wearing her Roar t-shirt in her school picture, he would also see that she looked like a Sasquatch with the bird's nest hair in her face and her eyes. Mom and Dad were going to freak. Just once I'd like to have a nice school picture of your girl. Dad had said just this morning. Maybe this will be the year, Mom had said, but the third grade was no different. Judy spread out her school pictures on the floor. She looked like a clown, kindergarten. One-eyed pirate, second grade. Sasquatch, third grade. If only my mom and dad would forget about school pictures in this year. Fat chance maybe Judy could pretend the dog ate them. Too bad the Moody's didn't have a dog, only Mouse the cat. She could say that an evil school picture bandit erased them on a master computer. Hardly. To make things worse, Rocky had grabbed her Sasquatch picture in class and wouldn't give it back. Then he passed it to Frank, which made Judy yelp and jump up at her seat instead of doing her math. That's when Mr. Todd said the A word, Antarctica. In the desk in the back of the room where Judy had to go to chill out for the third time that day. Never in the history of Judy had she been to Antarctica that many times in a row. A donut-sized sticky spot sat in her stomach just remembering it. And that's why she, Judy Moody, was in a mood. A finger knitting, don't think about school pictures, need to be alone mood. As in by herself. As in no sticky little brother to bug her around like a pesky mosquito. Bzz, stink was always in her ear. Judy's number one favorite place to curl up with Mouse is on the top bunk, but Sting would for sure find it there. She crawled over her gobs and flip-flops and blobs of dirty clothes to her second favorite spot to be alone, the way back in her closet. She popped a wad of stink yard long bubble gum in her mouth. Don't look at me like that, Mouse. What Sting doesn't know won't hurt it. She picked a stain. She picked up a stain of gray-brown yarn and looped it around her stump. Mouse laddered the finger knitting chain over the part, over, under, back, loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop. And Judy tugged on the long chain of apple green yarn that dangled from her left hand. Her fingers flew. Judy Moody, was the fastest finger knitter on the frog neck lake. The fastest finger knitter on the east. Probably the fastest in the whole wide world. Finger knitting was the greatest. No knitting needles needed. She looped the yarn over her fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back over under, through, just like Grandma Lou had taught her during the big blackout of Hurricane Elmer. Judy's closet was like a secret little room all to herself. It even had a window, a small round window that looked just like the kind they had on ships, sailing ships, pirate ships. The ship sailed across the blue ocean, blobbing on all the waves and under the sky full of marshmallow clouds. Judy and Mouse rocked back and forth as the ship hammock swung in the breeze until the ship hit a giant wave and Mouse overboard. Judy tossed her train of knitting to Mouse. She felt a tug on the line. It was Stink! Judy snapped out of her daydream. Her gum went flying. You scared the bubble gum out of me. Where did you get that gum? Asked Stink. Nowhere, it's ABC gum. She picked it up and popped it back in. How did you find me anyway? I followed the chain of yarn. The long, colorful chain of the fingers snaked across the bottom of her closet, climbing up and over the piles of the books and toward the toys ruins around South Mountain and crept down the door. Well, bad idea. I'm in a mood. How was I supposed to know? Clues 1, 2, and 3. Those doohickeys that hang on the doorknob? Oh, I thought you were going to say school pictures. That too. Somebody is in a mood. Bingo. I can't help it if I don't go around reading doorknobs. Judy looked around and grabbed a fluffy pillow. See this pillow? This will be my mood pillow. It will be our signal. If the pillow's sitting up, it means I'm in a good mood. Come on in. But if it's lying down, bad mood. Go away. Much better than a doorknob doohickey. But what if the pillow was standing up and the window was open and a hurricane came super high winds below down the pillow and knocked it in its side? Or what if a giant monster bigger than King Kong came up and picked up our high and shook it like a toothpick and the pillow fell over? Fine. Judy picked a marker from her pencil box. She set the pillow on her lap. One side she drew a happy face, good mood. On the other side, she drew a frowny face on the bad mood. This will be my mood pillow. Happy face means come on in. Frowny face means go away. Judy leaned the pillow against the wall. Frowny face frowning face out. The pillow has spoken, Stink. The Jessica experiment. Judy Moody has an idea. A not bad mood idea. She was going to try to be in a good mood for a whole week. Judy asked her friends, "Hey guys, what puts you in a good mood?" When I do a really good magic trick like this, it's fake. When I do really good magic trick like the fake finger trick, said Walkie. And he pulled out his index finger, pretending to yank it up. If everybody claps and amazed, it puts me in a good mood. Judy scribbled a note to self. And then I get in a good mood when I'm done with my homework, said Frank. Next, it was Amy's turn. Writing of stories and puts me in a good mood. I dream stuff that makes it into a book and illustrate it. Judy scribbled some more. She looked at her note. Number 1, magic trick. Number 2, homework. Number 3, write a story. I can't do this, said Judy. Do what? Asked Amy. Do what? Do what? So asked Rocky and Frank. Nothing, never mind. Judy ran home and took out her list. Magic trick. She tried a magic card trick on Stink, but all she did was spill the deck of cards everywhere. Homework. Judy did not see how homework would put her in a good mood. She crossed it off from the list. Write story. Judy tried to write a story. It was dark and stormy night. Pete and Repeat were fish sitting on the top bunk. Pete fell off. Who was left? Repeat. Pete and Repeat were sitting on the top bunk. This story will go on and on. What a lemonhead! Writing a story was not putting her in a good mood. Who else could she get ideas from? Mom, Dad, Stink? It had to be somebody start as somebody who got never sent to Antarctica. Wait just a ding-dong minute. What could be more perfect than to go talk to little Mrs. Perfect? Somebody who brushed her hair every day and followed the rules and got good grades, and I've never been near Antarctica. Somebody who had a happy magic 8 ball. Jessica A+ Finch, of course. Judy can learn the facts about doing everything right all the time. Being perfect was sure to put good in her good mood. And she had to do was study her subject, like a science experiment. She grabbed her notebook and hooped on her bag and pedaled down the street around the corner to Jessica Finch's house. Ding dong! Judy rang the bell. Jessica, a knock on the wall, opened the door. Judy, Moody, what are you doing here? She could not tell Jessica all Fincher's secrets. And then the whole world would know. I thought we could hang out, said Judy. But you never want to hang out. Never say never, said Judy, pushing past Jessica. Can I come in? You aren't, said Jessica. Now how about if I come up into your room? Sure, said Jessica. It was going to start measuring things. We'll measure up our new math units. But that doesn't start till Thursday, said Judy. I'd like to get a head start. Judy on the edge of the bed next to Jessica. She bounced up and down, testing out the jump factor. My mom doesn't like me to bounce on the bed, said Jessica. Check, said Judy. She scribbled, do not bounce on bed, in a notebook. Judy stared sideways at Jessica. Her hair was brushed back into a very neat ponytail, and she was wearing pink. Judy wrote purple hair and put hair in ponytails and wear pink in a notebook. Why are you staring at me? Asked Jessica. It's rude. No reason, said Judy, looking around. The bed was made and there was 100 million fluffy pillows on it. Stuffed animal pigs were lined up in a row on the dresser. So was a piggyback collection. No books or clothes were on the floor. No gum wrappers were on the floor. A pink robot poster on the wall said obey. It was creepy, but Judy didn't say so. Your floor is very neat, said Judy. I can't see the rug. Thanks, said Jessica. I like to keep my room clean. It puts me in a good mood. Check. Judy wrote clean room on her notebook. Why are you writing stuff down? Asked Jessica. No reason, said Judy, stuffing the air. I smell cupcakes. Do you smell cupcakes? Jessica clapped. That is my lip gloss. She flipped open a teeny tiny pink plastic cupcake. Inside was gooey lip stuff. Judy tried some. Yum, yum. Maybe cupcake lip gloss was another key to a good mood. Judy wrote down, weird cupcake lip gloss. Do you like smiley faces, huh? In Jessica's room, Judy saw a smiley face window. Smiley face pillow, pencil holder, and paper clips. She saw a smiley face, sunglasses, and slippers. Even a smiley face mobile hung over Jessica's desk. She picked up Jessica's smiley face magic 8-ball. Can I try? Jessica nodded. Judy had a burning question, but it was a secret. So she asked herself the quiet and silently, will I be able to stay in a good mood for one whole week? She shook the happy 8-ball. Nice outfit. She asked the question and shook it again. Your breath is so minty. She tried again. You smell great. Keep telling that I smell great, said Judy. It's the lip gloss. Jessica nodded knowingly. What do you want to do homework now? Judy wrote down, do homework on time in her notebook. She also got her positively pink see-through ruler. She got out her positively pink tape measure. She even had a positively pink yardstick. Wow, you have a yardstick? I have a yardstick of bubble gum. It's long. She stretches out for her arms. Well, it used to be. There's actually only 2 3/4 inches of gum left. But the box is a yard-long ruler, for real, and it has jokes, and I wouldn't use it for homework if I were you, said Jessica. Judy looked around for something to measure. Do you have a cat? We can measure stuff like cat's tail, said Judy. Jessica clamped her forehead. I was just going to measure the carpet. She started to stretch the tape measure and across the rug. Boring. This being in a good mood was harder than it looked. Judy's stood with her finger knitting. She looked at Jessica some more. Do you ever miss the bus to school? Judy asked. Jessica wrinkled her forehead again. Why would I do that? Your book under... are you ever late to school? I say you slept late. Or read your book under the covers when you have been getting ready. Or didn't do your spelling homework and decided to stay home sick. I always do my spelling homework. I never fake sick. And I have a walkie-talkie, said Jessica. She pulled an alarm clock of my nightstand, and when it's time to get up, I have to get out of bed to trace it around. Can I try? Asked Judy. Sure. Jessica set the clock off in 1 minute. They waited. They waited some more. Beep, beep. Walkie-talkie leaped up to the floor. Out of bed, sleepyhead. It zoomed across the carpet. Up and in, madam. It zoomed under the bed. Rise and shine, friend of mine. Judy chased all around Jessica's room. Wow, said Judy. It walks, it talks, it rhymes, it chimes. She wrote down "get walkie-talkie so I'm never late" in her notebook. That was fun. Let's do it again. This time, it's not really a game. So Jessica, she put her clock back in her nightstand. Come on, let's do our homework. Judy looked at her to-do list. She had a lot to-do list if she was in a good mood. I can't, Judy. I have to go finish my science experiment. Science experiment? Science experiments? Jessica sat up straight. Her eyes were wide. What science experiments? Oh, we don't have any, but Judy was already down the steps, halfway around the front floor. Yippee skippy. Spaghetti yeti. First things first. As soon as Judy got home, she pulled her hair back into Jessica Finch ponytails. Then she cleaned up her room like a friend without an arm. Fin. Spelling word 23 on Mr. Todd's homework list. Definition: manic. She huffed on animals, yawned around it. Mouse watched her every move. She huffed and puffed and putting away shirts and shorts and socks and pajamas. Boring times 2. Mouse pound is on a sock. Give me it. It's not playtime, Mouse. I wish. She even tossed her finger knitting into the closet. Jessica Finch was cuckoo for coconuts. If she thought cleaning your room could put you in a good mood. Next, Judy did her this week homework. Read, spell, multiply, divide, done. Doing her homework on time did not put her in a good mood. Now what, Mouse? Judy asked. She checked her notebook. Eureka! Judy Moody, had an idea. Judy dug and dug like a badger to the way back of her closet. She pulled out her last year Christmas presents. Under the hand, knit the Dancing Mouse sweater from the Grandma Lou was present from Nana and Glam in California. It was not way cool make your own gum kit. It was not a way cool make your own Station 9 nightlight kit. It was make your own lip gloss kit. Cotton candy chocolate cupcake. Durable exclamation point. Last Christmas, Judy would not have been caught dead wearing smelly lip gloss, but before the Jessica experiment, she had to try now, in the name of good moods. Judy did not want to mess up her clean room, so she messed up the bathroom instead. Warm water, sticky hands, smelly favor, and voila! Cupcake lip gloss. Moo, 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 moo. Judy licked the mirror and smacked her lips. Yum, yum. She licked her lips. Oops, now she needed more lip stuff. Smack, smack, smack. Lip made smacking good. Cupcake did lot stuff did put her a bit in a better mood. Who knew? Judy went back to her room and sang a song of tuna fish. Her finger knitting train smacked and snarled out of the closet door, up, over, and around the doorknob, across the dresser, and over to the floor where Mouse had curled up the sleeping head of it. Judy tugged an end of under Mouse. Who yarn boomed my clean room, Mouse? She said. Don't even try to say it was Dick. At last she tried time for a new rape, finger knitting. She went to her closet for some more yarn, but there was no more yarn, not one ball, not one stain, not even a snippet. She was out. Judy ran downstairs. Mom, can we go to Bullseye? It's a yarn emergency. Sorry, honey, said Mom. All this yarn costs money. Let's wait and ask Grandma Lou for some yarn next time we see her. But Judy was about to say it was not fair. She was about to say she could not wait. Judy was about to stump up the stairs, but that would mean she was in a good mood, not a good mood, a bad mood. Judy dashed back upstairs. Her frowning faced mood pillow glared at her. It was only GMD 1, good mood day number 1. Judy had to be stump-free for the rest of the week. This being good mood all of the time sure was not easy peasy, mac and cheesy as it looked. The end.